When the Apple Watch Ultra was announced, my immediate thoughts were, this thing is a huge waste of money, it's overkill, and I'm probably never gonna buy it. But after a recent health scare, I really thought about it and decided to purchase the new Apple Watch because I think that it might save my life. Now, before I talk to exactly why I bought the new Apple Watch, I want to talk about my thoughts and opinions on the new Apple Watch Ultra and talk about if it's overall a good idea. Starting off with the design. The Apple Watch Ultra is a familiar look with its general identity. It's much more close to perfection in an Apple Watch in terms of design than ever before. The watch feels solid, heavy, and premium. It has a thicker look with its 49mm display and deeper grooves at the sides. The watch also has a titanium finish that again adds to the premium look. The color that I got was the Midnight Ocean, and I think looks the best compared to like the white version or the green one. The watch overall has a rugged and durable feel to it, and I honestly think that this is one of the best designed Apple products in general in years. And we probably already deduced that by now, that the rugged look really lends itself to people that are out there doing intensive things and need an Apple Watch. As somebody that always dings up my Apple Watch and has a few scratches on the SE, I feel confident knowing that the Apple Watch can be banged up any which way and it's not going to scratch or tear down. The digital crown is here again and allows you to navigate the watch, but this time around Apple decided to add an orange action button that can be programmed for a variety of tasks like starting a workout or the flashlight, which is mad bright. Generally speaking, I love the orange look. It's not because I love orange or anything, but I'm a general fan of accents in design, and really they could have put any color there. I like it because it's just a nice flair to the overall design of the stale Apple Watch. Overall, I'm a huge fan of the redesign of this new watch, but in my opinion, I think it would have been a little bit better if there were a variety of other color options, like a black color, for example. Let's move on to the display. The Apple Watch Ultra has a display with up to 2000 nits peak brightness. This is so bright and means that overall colors pop and the display looks super vibrant. That's super important if you're outdoors and want to use the Watch Ultra when directly in the sun. The display being a little bit bigger means that it's also able to display more content, meaning that doing things like texting on your watch feels a lot easier than ever before because you get a bigger display, so you have more screen real estate to type on, and it's just a lot easier to use. As somebody that's coming from the Apple Watch SE, which has a very small display in comparison, the differences are really felt here and everything just looks sharper and stands out a lot more on this Apple Watch Ultra. Something that I'm not used to is the always on display, and while this is not like a new feature, I definitely think that again it adds a nice touch to the Apple Watch battery. This is definitely the main reason why I got the Apple Watch Ultra, and I'm gonna get a little bit more specific about this in a bit, but I gotta say that this is a night and day difference from any Apple Watch that came before it. Historically speaking, Apple Watches have horrendous battery lives, and my Apple Watch SE is dead half the time. So it feels great to have a watch that can last all day or two. The Apple Watch Ultra has a 76% bigger battery than the Series 8, and Apple says that you can get up to 36 hours of use. For me though, I get around 2 days or 48 hours because I don't use the cellular data features. That means that I could start the day, do all of my daily tasks, read emails, send some texts, use the GPS to navigate, come home, go to sleep, sleep track that sleep, and then rinse and repeat for the next day and not have to worry about being close to a charger or refilling it. And that's super essential and a key reason why I got the Apple Watch Ultra. Now, before I get very specific into what happened to me that kind of led me to buying the Apple Watch Ultra, I do want to spend a minute talking about the price. And specifically, I'm of two opinions when it comes to the price. So on one end, I think that it's not that expensive. Like, yes, it costs $799, and in Canada, I paid roughly around $1,200 and something after taxes. Yeah, it's not like the cheapest thing that you're ever gonna find, but as a watch, like a specific thing, as a watch, it's not that expensive compared to other watch brands. You can get watches that cost 10 times as much, and all they really do is tell the time and look good on your wrist. But the Apple Watch has so much utility. It's more than just a watch. It's a phone, it's a health tracker. It can help you if you're a diver, of course. There's just so many utility options with the watch that I think that for that price of $7.99 US dollars, it's not that expensive. But with that said, it is actually expensive if you look at it as an Apple Watch. 4 things that I think a majority of people will do with the Apple Watch. They can do it with the Apple Watch SE first generation or even the Series 3. Calls, text, navigation, you can do them all on the cheapest one. So if that's what you want, this can start looking a little bit expensive. I totally get that. But there's a huge benefit. And again, that was the battery life. Let's talk about what happened to me and why it led me to buying the new Apple Watch Ultra. And you might have noticed it, you might have not. I'm not gonna take off my glasses, but right here is like a black line that you can kind of see. It probably doesn't look that bad because I have the glasses on. You probably think it's like the shadow of the bridge, but that's not what it is. So I work from home. I was doing my 9 to 5, killing my shift, doing well, feeling good all day. Then at around 3 p.m., out of nowhere, I just got really lightheaded, nauseous, and I felt like to throw up. I felt so weak. A couple minutes later, I just started to throw up profusely. The most I've ever thrown up in years. I was just going at it, throwing up, expelling everything. And then I lost consciousness, and I was out of it for like an hour. I woke up confused, weak, tired, could barely move, and I had no idea what happened to me. Again, I didn't feel sick at all during the day, not weak, not anything, and all of a sudden I just was out of it and super weak for the rest of the night. Nobody was home, anything could have happened. I was unconscious for an hour, and as I fell, I banged my face, and that is what led to this black mark when originally it was red and swollen and really just, it hurt. So I hit my face, I had neck pain, shoulder pain, pain all over, pain in my knees, pain in my shoulders. I was wearing my Apple Watch SE and it was dead. The battery on that was dead. So something could have happened to me and nobody would have known. But with the Apple Watch Ultra, if this was to ever happen again, it will be alive because the battery lasts so long, and it would probably contact my emergency contact and emergency services. And then on top of that, it really got me to think about, where I want to be. I was able to just really reflect on what my goals are with my health and how I can, improve it. I just turned 30, so I shouldn't really be going through some of this stuff, and it is kind of scary. So I think that the Apple Watch is actually a really good tool to not only save my life in those instances, but also enable me to maintain my health and really stay on top of it. And again, the most important thing about it is it will be alive. The battery will be alive to do those things efficiently. And that is, to me, worth every single penny. But what are your thoughts on the Apple Watch Ultra? Let me know down below in the comments if you have any questions about it that I can help you out with. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.